We do. You can't replace Ben Carlson. His work ethic. The guy was a professional athlete for a reason. I mean, he knew how to prepare. He knew how to carry himself. Jordan being back is huge, and his approach to this season is much different than it was last year, and I think he'll be the first to even admit that. He's very dialed in. He knows what he wants to get done. He wants to know why, as opposed to just doing it now. The guy made 97 tackles last year, and he told me this year he wants to know everything about what everyone's doing. So very pleased with what the young guys are bringing into it as well. Jason Tetchwan stands out to me. He's a kid that if he wasn't going to graduate in 4 years, we probably would not have played him last year. But he's going to graduate in 4 years to get his degree, so you played him as a true freshman. He has been very, very impressive in camp. He's got great feet, great instincts, very smart young man, great guy to coach. Tariq Allen, the transfer from Texas that we got, gets better every day. He's knocking the rust off because he hasn't played in 2 years, but he's got very good feet when he works it, and when he has good feet and does what he needs to get done, he's very, very special. And then outside linebackers, Deshaun Dinwiddie and Corbin Abila are both two very, very good players. They got to step in for Jeff Richards, who's not. We're not going to have Jeff again. We understand that, but Deshaun and Corbin can both bring to the table different things. And I'm leaving out the smartest guy in my group, and Ashton Reichman, who knows everybody's job, tells everyone what to do, and is a great leader in the locker room. So I've got 6 guys that I feel very, very comfortable with right now. Definitely. Every one of them wants to do what happened last year again. They're not even. Our mentality is we're not done, and 10-2 wasn't good enough for us. And we look at it as, yeah, we had a great year, but we didn't accomplish our goals. We wanted to make the playoffs. We want to go compete for a national championship. And if I sat here and told people that that's not our goal, then I'd be lying. We want to win the MIAA. Yeah, if you win the MIAA, you have a chance to win the national title. The people in the past have proven that. And we think we have a good enough defense to compete. If we accomplish our goal of winning the MIAA, then the next step is going to compete for that national championship. It is. It's different. Unfortunately, with what happened with Coach Rodriguez last year, what we're doing this year is going to be almost exactly the same as what we did last year, because he just wasn't able to be around as much because of his health. And this year, nothing's going to change. Coach Lindsey was in the room with us last year every single day. We have a good staff. We have a good young group of intelligent coaches that all want to move on. We hired another grad assistant from Ohio University. Coach Higgins calls it the University of Ohio. It's Ohio University. He gives me a hard time about that. But we have a good staff. We have a good chemistry in the room, and it's fun to go in the meeting room every day.
It's a blessing, it really is. It's a blessing from God because, not many people actually get that opportunity to actually get another year to play. Last year I really thought the Kansas Bowl was my last game. I had to sit and wait to figure out. But when I found out I had another year and just thinking about everything that we have going on, seeing the way the coach is building the program, I wanted to be a part of it. And I knew I wanted to be a part of it. So just to have the opportunity to come back and actually be a part of it, it's a blessing. That's all I can say. It's a blessing. Ben was great, and, it's a big loss for us. And obviously you can't really replace Ben. Ben was so critical for us, but just having him around, me playing with him, he taught me a lot. How to practice, just moving around, flying around like I'm supposed to do, working out, just something simple like that. And the biggest thing I think he helped me with is studying the film, getting better knowledge of it, being smarter when I'm on the field. That way when we go into the game, it's not as hard for you. You've been practicing this and you've been watching it so long. And if there's anything that I can help out with the young guys this year, it'll probably be just getting the speed to practicing like Ben had me practicing and getting the study on watching film. That's probably the biggest thing that helped me out. I like the fact that we get along so well. We have a big group of new guys this year, and it's like they recruited to fit the program perfectly. We all out there and we're enjoying each other. I love being out there with everybody, and you can see everybody's thinking the same way. Like it's joyful, it's happy around. Having the new guys around and the attitudes that they have is just make it even better. Just having them around. It has changed my attitude, just the simple fact that I know I do have that chance to come back. And anything that I did last year that I felt wasn't right or I just wasn't happy with, I actually have the opportunity to fix that. Not many people can say, oh, last year wasn't how I wanted it, but now I get to fix it. Anything that I didn't like last year, I can fix it. And that just goes back to just simply like with Ben, just the things he taught me, I can input that into this year and make it a bigger factor for me this year. Honestly, to me, it feels like we're very focused, even more than so last year. We really didn't know what to expect from each other last year, but this year the bar set so high that everybody is focused on one goal, and that's just to win as a team, and it makes a difference for us too.
There's definite a noticeable excitement coming up or with this upcoming season. In the past, it's a whole new culture, and in the past it was kind of, let's aim to win some games, let's aim to get a winning record, that kind of thing. And I think now the expectations after last season are set way higher. We won't be satisfied with anything less than postseason play, and with the Kansas Bowl being canceled, that basically means playoffs. It's been awesome. I mean, all of us older guys have talked about it, just how much everything's changed on campus. The buzz, I guess, about Emporia State football and the excitement from the community. I feel like there's more support. You see people out and you're wearing a football shirt, and people, good luck this season, stuff like that, and that's awesome. And it's been awesome to be a part of that transition process, I guess. Coach Higgins has no intentions of slowing down. He finally always talked about getting the ball rolling and moving that rock, and we're finally doing that. And I look forward to seeing what the team can do this season and in the future.
And also,
well, one thing that's been interesting is how much talent we've had come in as a freshman with this freshman class. There's a lot of really talented guys out there, and you can tell that they're already have bought into this kind of this new culture that we have. That's in the past, guys would come in, they were excited to play college football and that kind of thing, but it was, I'm excited for myself, or excited, to show what I can do. But now it's guys buying into this team mentality, this cohesive unit that we've got going, and everyone's contributing towards that. And guys are understanding now, so more than ever, I think, how important it is that we all buy into what the coaches, the package that they've got going for us. I think it's definitely a motivating factor. I mean, to see that, we all felt kind of dissed by that, to see that we were only picked middle of the pack, and we lost a lot of seniors. I can see from their perspective where they think we would fall off and everything, but I don't think we have any. I mean, with all the talent we have, we've got guys that are hungry. We may not have the most experience in the MIAA, but there's a noticeable hunger from guys trying to prove themselves, whether those be old guys, new guys, transfers or whatever. Everyone wants to prove themselves and prove that last season wasn't a fluke, that we're here to stay.
So far, we got a lot of young guys trying to prove themselves and really hungry to get on the field, and I got a lot of competition. So I'm excited about guys working hard and trying to prove themselves, and competition breeds consistent play on the playing field. So that's what I'm looking for.
how much?
Yeah, and I think that pushes our guys. I think it raises the bar of what we expect as a program, as a staff. It raises the bar we expect out of our players, and so far the kids are really up to that challenge and have done a lot of good work. And it's only day 4, and we got a long ways to go, or day 5, whatever we're on. And I'm just real excited about the guys buying into the system and really buying into having that expectation on them. I think a lot of the young guys have really stepped up and done it really well. I wouldn't say there's one guy that stepped up and made his name, but our DNs is going to be kind of the heart and soul of our D line this year. And we got 3 seniors, 3 guys with a lot of experience. We got a young guy that plays a true freshman last year. That's going to jump in with those other 3 guys, and those top 4 guys are going to carry us and really do a lot of good things. But I wouldn't say one person specifically, but our DNs are playing at a high level, and look forward to getting our inside guys step up and really do a lot too. Yeah, the biggest thing, the biggest difference is really us knowing our roles that are set. It's not kind of I'll do this week, you do this next week. It's everything's set. Coach Rodriguez did a lot for us, and we really appreciate everything he did here. And we're looking forward to kind of continuing on what he brought to us. And now we got Coach Lindsey here, who's going to do a great job, knows what we're all about, and everything's defined, and it's almost easier for us this year because we don't have to walk a fine line. It is kind of our show.
Every day we showed up and we ran for an hour and lifted for an hour 4 days a week, and different days on like Sundays, and I think Tuesdays and Thursdays we do extra work as far as position drills, stuff like that. Watched a little film at home on our own, but the main thing was just showing up and working out with the team. So it's very exciting to see how many freshmen we have. I don't even know how many there is, but they stood up the other night in front of the team meeting, and it was ridiculous how many people we have here wanting to come and play here and be a part of it. And I mean, they don't know what it used to be like when we first got here, but that's probably a good thing. So keep them hungry for the 10 win seasons, stuff like that. Yeah, you got to stay on them. I mean, it's a totally different level for what they're coming into now, and it's crucial to stay on top of them and help them as much as we can, because it's a totally different ball game out there for what they're used to. Like Coach Laporto said, our defensive ends there's a lot of competition there. Everybody's pushing each other, which is what we need, and it makes us all better. And need a couple more guys to step up on the inside, but the DNs are working very hard, very impressive. So yeah, they were great vocal leaders, and I never have been one to be a great vocal leader. I lead more by my actions. I show up and I get to work, and I try to, if I see a guy slacking, I'll get on him and stuff like that. I'm not the guy to get up and give the rah-rah speech to him and stuff, but I try to lead by my work ethic and stuff like that. So if everybody, does their 1/11th on the field, then that makes, it makes a hole. And if one guy doesn't do his job, there's a leak in the defense right there. And the one play that one person takes off, that's when they could go score on us. So
we're very excited. We're definitely looking forward to what's to come in the future, and we're trying to build. That's why our motto is brick by brick. We're just trying to build on to what we had. We've been through the rough times, and we don't want to go back to it. So we're just trying to build and build and build. So we're really excited for it. Our heart, like we're out there grinding, fighting for each other, and like I said, we're building on to like what we did last year. And so I think the most exciting thing is just seeing guys, competing out there, not letting up, running to the football, strip attempts. I mean, anything like that, it's just really good to see stuff like that happening. I think for me, definitely last year I lacked in size and strength, so my main focus this summer was, just getting stronger in the weight room, and that definitely happened, so I'm hoping that I can carry on to the game field this year. Honestly, my rules don't change. I understand, we might be playing a top running back. Last year we played Mo West, Michael Hill, and he's a great running back, but when it comes down to it, it's just me still playing, the way that we're supposed to play, assignment football, then everything else will, fall into play. You just have to make the play when you get there. So, it's just studying film, learning about them, finding their ways, and then still sticking to, what we do best.